Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use PSCommandlet.ThrowTerminatingError in PowerShell. So, as I said, in this tutorial you will learn how to use PSCommandlet.ThrowTerminatingError in advanced PowerShell functions. I think this is the professional way to generate terminating errors commonly used in real command lines and modules. So, we can start. What is the advantage of using throwTerminatingError? You get the structured error records, you get the proper error categories, and it's, I think, the better integration with PowerShell engine. And now, what is the basic syntax? So basic syntax looks like this. You have to do PSCommandlet.ThrowTerminatingError, and now in the parentheses you have to specify the error record. I will show you. We will create a function with the terminating error right now, and I will show you how you can do it. So I can remove that for now, and we will create a function with the name, for example, testTerminatingError and error, like this. We can open that. And now we will activate commandlet binding like this. Now we will take one parameter from the user. So we will take parameter which will be hardly typed string with the, and I will name it path like this. And now we will try to check if the file that user will write in the function call exists in this folder, for example. So how can we do it? We can, first of all, we have to create this we have to throw this terminating error. We have to do something like this. So we have to do the condition. So if, and now we will do not and test path and path like this, but of course with test path. And now we have to close that. We have to open the braces, and now error and record. So this is the thing that we will write inside of this throwTerminatingError parentheses that I showed you before. This is the variable that we have to specify. So it will equal to in the brackets System Management Automation error record. Now we have to call new, so like this, and inside of the parentheses we have to do something like this. So we have to specify the system IO, and but of course in the brackets. So system IO, not IO but system management automation, and now ItemNotFoundException, because we are trying to basically throw the exception where our file does not exist. And now we have to call new again, and now we will first of all print file not found. Second of all, we will print the path of the file that user has created. And now what do we have to do? We have to do the comma, and we have to print file not found. And now after another comma I will do the new line, and now we will do system Management.Automation and error category. Now we have to close that. We have to call the ObjectNotFound and the path like this. So path, and we have to close the braces, I think, and it should work. Yes, it should work. And now in the new line we will do this line that I did at the beginning of the videos. So PSCommandlet.ThrowTerminatingError, and we have to add the variable ErrorRecord, so like this. And now we can close that. We can close the if statement, and now if the file exists, of course now our if statement will not be executed, so file exists and path, we will print that. And now we can close that, and I think it should work. So first of all, we will try to we can try to run it on the file that exists. So we have this file.txt, so we will run it like this. So testTerminatingError with the path of file.txt. As you can see, file exists file.txt, so this is fine. And now we can try to call it with the file that does not exist. So for example, missing.txt. And as you can see, we are getting the terminating error, file not found, missing.txt. And now, probably for you it is not very easy to understand, so I will tell you about this line. So we have this system management automation record, and we are calling new. And as you can see, we have 4 values inside of it. You have one value here, here you have the comma, you have another value here, here, and the path is the last one. What does it mean? In the first place, after the new, here, you have to pass the exception. So the actual exception object. This is the exception object that we are looking for, because when the file does not exist, PowerShell calls the System Management Automation ItemNotFoundException. So this is the first thing. Second of all, this is the error ID. In that case, this is string ID, as you can see. The third of all, this is a category, so the classification. In that case, is System Management Automation Error Category, Object Not Found. And the last one is the related object, so this is basically the variable that user is providing to the function. And this is how it looks like. So again, this is a actual .NET exception, and it defines the error type. This is the error ID, so the custom identifier for debugging and logging, for example. This is the error category. In that case, this is object not found, but you can have here the, for example, invalid argument, permission denied, not specified, or whatever you want to. And the last one is target object. This is the object basically that caused the error, basically the path that user provided right there. So this is how you can actually implement the PSCommandlet.ThrowTerminatingError in PowerShell. If you found the video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.